Hello, everybody, and welcome. It's so wonderful to have you joining us from different parts of the world for our second Green Action Week webinar, Changemakers in Action. My name is Giamu, and I will be facilitating today's conversation. So as people continue arriving, we'd love to know where you're joining us from. Please feel free to introduce yourself in the chat and just tell us where you're connecting from today. Yeah, today's conversation will be rooted in a simple but important idea. Meaningful change rarely happens alone. Nothing great is ever achieved alone. Around the world, young people are organizing communities, they're creating businesses, influencing policies, we're protecting ecosystems, finding practical ways to respond to the challenges that we face, transforming food systems, the works. Yet we often hear of these stories separately. Today's webinar brings together young change makers from different regions and experiences to explore what community action in practice actually looks like, what challenges emerge along the way, what possibilities become available when young people lead. This webinar forms part of the Green Action Week Youth Engagement Program, which creates spaces for young people to connect, to learn from each other, and how we can explore individual choices and how they can grow into collective action and systems change. Before we begin, we'd love to invite you into a few simple agreements. Firstly, we'd like to ask that you please come with curiosity. We have a lot of ideas and concepts and experiences that may be very different from our own. So we ask that you just listen with that curiosity and listen generously. We ask that you respect different experiences and the different contexts, and also remember that there's no one single pathway to creating change. With that said, it's my pleasure to hand over to Sarah Nilsson from the Swedish Society for Nature Conservation, the organization that is behind Green Action Week, just to share a few words about the campaign and the global movement behind this work. Sarah, over to you.
Thank you so much, Chiamo, and I'm so extremely happy to be here today and to also welcome you to this webinar. And as Chiamo already said, I'm Sarah Nilsson. I am from Sweden and from Swedish Society for Nature Conservation, and we coordinate this campaign together with Consumers International. So my best greetings from Sweden. Right now it's summer here in Sweden, and it's a time of the year when we have flowers almost everywhere, so that's lovely. And I want, as Cam already said, I want to say a few words about Green Action Week because some of you might be new to Green Action Week. And if you are new to Green Action Week or old, you are most welcome. But I want to share a few words about what it is and how you can participate. So Green Action Week is a global movement for sustainable consumption, and the more we are, the more we can reach out to. So again, most welcome. Green Action Week is a global campaign and that promotes sustainable consumption through the theme of sharing community. It's a way to celebrate creative, practical ways we can support each other and the planet. And every year in October, groups around the world come together to share knowledge, resources, skills, spaces, practical solutions to live more sustainably and build stronger, more resilient communities. And the aim is not only to raise awareness, but also to support real action and collaboration. Over the years, many organizations have participated in Green Action Week campaigns, and together we have come to form a community of practice, and we share experience and learning and connecting local actions across the world. And we do this in different ways. We connect through webinars like this. I also connect on ongoing conversations on our WhatsApp group, and we develop joint communication materials and books like this anthology that you might not see here. But anyway, you can find it on the web page as well. And all these exchanges we have, it helps us to build a collective understanding of what works, what challenges we face in different parts of the world, and how we can strengthen and impact each other. So it's an incredible opportunity to be and stay connected in a global community. And there are still a number of exchanges lined up over the years. So we will add links in the chat. And we'll also add in the chat how you can participate. It's really easy. You can host an activity during October, preferably first week of October. Your hashtag Green Action Week, and we have your status pack that you can download how to do. And we have an information sharing session on the 17th of July where we will explain even more. But I will post this in the chat as well. And I don't want to talk too much now because we have amazing speakers you want to hear from, amazing change makers. So again, I'm so happy to be here. Most welcome, everyone.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Yes, we are here, and it's so exciting to be a part of this incredible campaign and even the build up. Because in October is where we get to really experience the shining of our community and just really celebrating the incredible work that everybody is doing. So yeah, before we get to our speakers, we have a poll that should pop up on your screen. We'd love to know a little bit about you who have joined in. We'd love to know what best describes your role in being a change maker. So the first question is really around, are you a student, a young professional? We'd love to know who is joining us. And the second question we have is also just to know what topic are you most passionate about? We'd love to not really speak on behalf of youth, but co-create with youth in being able to bring these spaces together and all these incredible people. And so this really just helps us better our process and know that when we're arriving in community, we're doing it in a way that makes sense for what we all want to do, what we need, and where our passions lie. So yeah, if you have a moment, just you can just click whether what best describes your role in terms of being a change maker in action, and what topic are you most passionate about. Cool. Okie dokie. All right, so then you can hit submit. Awesome. Great. So I'd love to introduce our first speaker for today, who is Susanna Piri, who's joining us from Zambia. Susanna is, sorry, the poll just popped up there. There we go. Susanna is an entrepreneur, youth leader, and advocate for sustainable livelihoods. She currently serves as the global lead for the Youth for Soil initiative, as well as the Zambia country representative for an organization called YPOD. Through her work, she champions meaningful youth engagement through agri-food systems transformation and community development. And drawing on her background in farming, education, and agroecology, Susanna is passionate about empowering young people and creating opportunities for them to lead positive change within their communities. Please join me in welcoming Susanna.
Thank you very much, Kiamo. Hi, everyone, and greetings from Lusaka. Thank you for the beautiful introduction, Kiamo. I'm so flattered. I think I'll start by, I'm so excited to share. I have a lot to share, but I think I'll start with my personal journey. So as Kiamo did mention, I come from a family farming background. And so I think most of our upbringing was focused on to get your education and then go out there and be something other than whatever it is that we're focused on doing at home. So whilst I pursued my education, I think I was more drawn to the agriculture activities that were happening at home. And then this was more cemented when I found a community, and that also helped me transition into taking up youth leadership positions. So while I did have a family farming background, I know that engaging with other young people pushed me to be able to take up leadership positions that helped me to start putting more work out there, designing different solutions in different spaces. And so that's how I came to the part where I am now, a country representative for YPAD, and so on and so forth, because engaging with others gave me a platform to do more of whatever it is that I wanted to achieve. And so, quickly, some of the lessons that I've had from my leadership journey and things that I think I hold dearly now, it just didn't happen. So, I didn't know this in the beginning. I was big on doing everything with everyone, talking to everyone, networking with everyone, and that really didn't yield much because it was all over the place. And so over the years, I've been able to streamline to a point where I can say you need to know your audience. What is it that you want to bring change in? And then how do those people, the people that the people in the space that you want to create change, how do they operate? By understanding that, it's going to give you a clear pathway of how you can generate some steps to achieve what you want to achieve on your leadership journey. And so it's a thing of knowing your audience because there's a water oceans people, they're agri-food systems people, they're climate change people. And so when you try to exhaust your energy trying to be everywhere, you end up having burnout. So if you're a food systems person, I would encourage you to focus and build in those lines. It's okay to be all over the place while you try to really figure out exactly where you want to be. But then know your audience and know the goals of your audience. So that you're able to align with what they're trying to achieve. I know normally we are very antagonistic as young people, but when we understand the goals of the people that are working in the spaces where we're trying to create change, it will help us work within that system to bring ideas that will be adopted instead of being coming with a more antagonistic perspective. I think that would also enhance your achievements in the sector. Not to say you have to fall for everything bad within the systems that you're trying to change, but you need to be very strategic on that. And then also, I think there's a lot of boldness that is needed. You need to reach out boldly because young people, there are many predators out there trying to like pounce on young people for different reasons. So you have to have the courage to connect and lead with confidence so that people don't take you for granted. I think I have enjoyed some impact in my youthful years of carrying out work on the ground. So it's now like I would go back to a school and find a fruit orchard that's thriving and that the young children, they're able to pick the fruits and eat from those fruits. I think that gives me a badge of honor. And then also something that I think makes me proud is the fact that working with young people and being young and working with young people is that these people in a year or two or three will soon become your colleagues. And so these people are not only like people that will maybe benefit from a program that you co-designed and so on and so forth. In a little while, you look back and see these are people that I was with at some point and have grown into becoming my colleagues. So I do love that about working with young people because then it gives that ripple effect of you did something with somebody and then you look back a short time and you've seen these young people starting to do their own things their own way, but you understand that your journey um did inspire them to take on a path that they have that they have chosen to take. So no matter how small your initiative may be, it's very important because you inspire others to fly high. You inspire other young people to not only think of doing things for themselves, but also being leaders in their communities and fostering change. This has not gone, I think, with any challenges. With I have experienced the challenge of tokenism. So this is being used as a symbolic youth voice without real influence and a couple of organizations, a couple of people I think are really big on just invite a youth into the room, bring the youth in the room to do the ushering. We'll say we had youth in the room. So that is one challenge that I have faced on my journey as a youth leader. And then I think I've also been overloaded, okay, where people give you extensive hype, extensive visibility, extensive capacity without room to apply it. Okay, so they tell you we gave you all that, and then it overwhelms you. So many responsibilities, but without opportunities to thrive. That's one of the challenges that I have faced. And then initially, I think way back, I didn't have the courage to say no. So that is one of the challenges that I faced because I thought doing everything for everyone with everyone was going to enable me to fly high. But yeah, I realize now I know that I need to set boundaries to protect my own growth and also just for me to be focused and to be able to track my growth. And so I have managed to offset these challenges by having a growth pathway. I track my progress and set milestones in those lines, especially now that I'm working in the YPAD network. I'm really focused on representing the organization's achievements and also trying to represent the people that I am working with. Then also, I have deliberately prioritized my personal well-being. Rest when you need to, say no when you must. And also, one thing that most of us neglect is that youth energy, youth work, most of it is forcibly volunteered. So you need to make sure that you have a sustainable source of funding. You will not survive on DSA, on any small amount of transport money that you get from a meeting. You need to secure your own sustainable source of income. I work as an entrepreneur for rural access, and I showcase farmer to farmer learning videos, and that is done at a fee, and it's able to sustain me alongside the farming ventures that I do at home. So it's very important for young people to be able to have a sustainable source of life and livelihoods. Most of the youth positions are not institutionalized, and so while it's giving you experience to be able to thrive, you need to be also be able to secure and support your life. Then collaborating with others has helped me be resilient also. So I have grown through learning and sharing with others, collaborating with them, partnering with others. You doing everything alone is so stressful and you might end up getting burnout. I've been burnt out before and I'm speaking from experience. Investing in your capacity. So continuously learn. It could be through formal education or mentorship programs or some short programs. Invest in your capacity to be able to meet the next goal that you're trying to achieve. Wow, a lot. Well, I know I did a lot of things before. I'm also going to speak maybe to like find your tribe, like I had initially stated, so you need to know your audience. And so that is also going to help you find which type of young people can I work with, because other young people actually do lie. And so you may end up in some unnecessary squabbles because you collaborated with someone that isn't your tribe. So you also need to find your tribe and build that network for yourself and also keep growing it in those lines. In closing, I hope I'm not way overboard. In closing, I would like to say to my fellow young people that you just need to do it. Okay, do it scared, make the mistakes, learn from them, and keep going. Because yes, you are just starting out. You may just be starting out at the same time, starting your family, at the same time, starting your career, at the same time, starting your business. And that's a lot of work to do. So, but nonetheless, don't hold back. Keep trying, keep doing it while scared, keep making the mistakes and learning from them and moving forward. And then to maybe the other stakeholders, I think as a rallying call, I would like to challenge other stakeholders to match the hype that um, you have for us as young people. I know that in the statements, in the speeches, in many other platforms, young people as mentioned as a powerful demographic and so on and so forth, but usually it ends as that. But then the investments do not match this energy, this hype, so that young people's contributions are fully harnessed. And so that's one challenge that I keep posing to stakeholders out there to say, let's match the hype with the investments, with real investments that will enable us to harness the energy, the innovation, the work that young people are doing in different spaces that they're in. And then, yeah, to everyone, I think it would be very good to support, respect, and amplify youth voices, because the ripple effect of this is what will transform communities. Thank you very much, everyone. I'll be happy to take questions later on. And thank you very much, Kiyamo.
Thank you, Susanna. That was beautiful, very rich. And I appreciate that last bit about investment towards young people. I think that's really, really crucial, especially when people are wondering, what are young people interested in? What are they up to? But that to know that we're all there, we're doing things, we just need a little bit of endorsement. It helps things along. Amazing. All right, I'd love to welcome our next speaker, Erasmo Cruz, who is an enthusiastic Mexican climate activist. He focuses on addressing challenges surrounding local agricultural commodities such as avocado, tequila, and berries, all the way from Mexico. So over to you, Erasmo. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the organization. Well, first of all, I would like to say that this this presentation is just short. They are just some photos. My name is Erasmo Cruz. I'm studying international business. I'm 22 years. And actually, yeah, if you can change, please, Hannah. I'm really happy to mention that, yeah, this year, Colectivo Ecologista Jalisco, the place and the organizations that I've been working, turns 4 years, 4 decades of being working with a lot of people, with a lot of, in this case, topics from circularity to air quality to sustainable consumption. And in these years, we are working with agri-food commodities. That is one of my uh, yeah, like my best topics, my best issues. And this is because Colectivo Ecologista Jalisco introduced me to this world. And you can think about, I'm studying international business, yes, but why am I a climate activist? And that decision that I made 4 years ago was just because I knew that if I wanted to change something, like real change, I had to get into the system and understand why people do business like they are doing right now. Because I don't know, but if we can agree with something, uh, one of the most and yeah, the most important things to understand is that this system, the economic system, has been created a lot of inequalities and a lot of issues that we are facing right now. So yes, it's a kind of difficult. It was a kind of difficult because I have to deal with teachers that tell me that no matters what, no matters if we have to destroy an ecosystem or we have to paid, like low prices to incomes, low income communities, uh, no matter, because at the end we have to get the lower cost possible. So that background and that experience with my university give me, I think, the tools to understand it and to communicate it. And if you can help me with the next one, please. Uh, Colectivo Ecologista Jalisco, these photos are from last year. Uh, we have been working in 4 years with an intergenerational and multidisciplinary perspective. We have people from different backgrounds, from different careers. So I think that that gives us like the perfect recipe for systemic change, for facing problems that need systemic change, because there is no one solution. We have to put together, and when we do that, we also create community. That is one of the most beautiful things that I think that we are achieving. And also we are achieving here, because I think that we have the most difficult ingredient for make community, that is put together and have a common vision. So I think that Green Action Week has been an spectacular work with that, because I don't know, 2 years ago, I didn't think about being here talking with a lot of people from all over the world and seeing how a lot of youth are doing a lot of things. So yeah, those photos are from the last uh, um, Green Action Week to 2025, yeah, 2025, and we talk about the extended responsibility of producers. So we are doing this yeah, this thing with communities, like understanding why they have to ask the producers to be responsible for the plastic, for instance. And this year we are doing it with restaurants and with people that is in this work. The next, please. uh, my preferred topic and my best topic that I always like being passionate is agri-food systems, and those photos are from GAU 2024. We made like a workshop, and we started a community called uh, the community to educate the agri-food giant in Jalisco, because we produce a lot of avocado, we produce a lot of tequila and a lot of berries, that most of the 50% of that productions go to international trade, so or to international markets. So at the end, we are dealing with deforestation, the loss of biodiversity, and the loss of water. And I would like to that used to see my background, because behind me there is a map, global map. So I put like post-its, one per day. For instance, in Oman, I put a post-it in Oman to understand, for instance, what is the most produced product, agri product, that they are produced in that country, but also that they export. So for me, it's like a kind of nerd, or in Mexico we call it ñoño. That is something that you do because you do. Because at the end, there's everything is connected, and if we want to understand what happened with avocado, with tequila, we have to understand what happened with cocoa, we have to understand what happened with coffee, with soy, with meat, and with other commodities. And for finishing this intervention, please the next one. I wanted to share this with you, because that I don't know if you hear about it, but in Mexico we have been dealing with a lot of projects that are destroying our ecosystems, and one of them was this proposal of create like a thematic park with, you know, destroying the ecosystems just for doing something like we are seeing in the image, like utopic, with a lot of stuff for foreign people just for vacations, and destroying one of the most special and biodiverse sites in Mexico and in the world. So we fortunately get a success, yeah, a success ending, because they are now doing this project in Mahahual. And I wanted to put this here, because we are normally seeing bad news. We are normally seeing, yeah, aggressions, violence. But I think that we have to start to normalize what give us hope. And I just wanted to mention, because it's not like related with agri-food, I know, but that give us hope, because a lot of people, more than 5 million of Mexicans, get together to say no to this project. And the most beautiful thing that we have been talking in our organization is that these type of options are being repeated, because I suppose, as in your countries, this is not the only projects that put in danger our ecosystem and our base system. So yeah, for finishing, I will give you, if you can help me, Hannah, the QR for our new website of Colectivo Ecologista Jalisco. We are almost finished. Yeah, it's like we are giving you the premise, but we are really happy to share that, because we have been putting like all the green action waves that we have been doing from 2020. Yeah, and yeah, you can go there and see what we are doing, and we can, yeah, see our team that I really love them. It's not just a team, it's a family. Maite, that is here in the call, but also Saul, Miroslava, Napao, and all youth that made possible to keep doing this. And yeah, Thank you so much.
Thank you, Erasmo. That was beautiful. I think it's so exciting to also know that you're looking at what else is happening in the world in relation to what you're doing. I think it's not nerdy. I think that's what we should all be doing. So thank you for that. Awesome. I'd love to hand over to our next speaker, hailing all the way from Nigeria. We have Garba Ife or Ife Garba. You'll let me know which way to do it. Ife is the founder of EcoBag Mart and is a student in Nigeria, very passionate about sustainability, entrepreneurship, and youth leadership. He is committed to developing innovative solutions that address a lot of the environmental issues faced in his community, all the while also creating opportunities for people within local communities to benefit too. I will hand over to you. Thank you, Ife.
Hello, everyone. I'm really glad to be part of these events today. And okay, my slide is up. All right, so I'll be very quick. I just have 3 slides and I'll share from my heart. All right, so my name is Garba Ifeoluwa. I'm a final year student from the University of Ibadan, Nigeria. I'm currently studying wood and biomaterial engineering. And I started a company a year ago. It's called EcoBag Mats. What we do basically is we convert agricultural waste we get the waste from the farmers, then we give them some incentive to compensate them and help them see that they use those incentives to improve the agricultural produce. And those products, those agricultural waste are then utilized to make eco-friendly paper bags. Those paper bags helps to reduce tree felling, burning of these grasses and waste that which releases CO2 into the atmosphere, and single-use plastic bags, which is a major concern to the world. And here in Nigeria, we're also facing so many issues surrounding plastic bags pollution. So basically, that is what we do at EcoBag Mart. And for me, I'm here to share my experience, how it all started and everything, and the lessons I've learned, and how anyone on this call can also pick one or two from what I've learned and experienced so far and utilize it if you are starting a company like mine, something similar, or an organization or something. So I have simple lessons that might be very helpful to you. All right, so my first slide says desire is the engine. Sorry, trying to move the, sorry. All right, so my first slide says desire is the engine. Everything else is logistics. Right, so I want everybody here to understand that before you can do something meaningful, you have to have a strong desire, because I believe strongly, personally believe that if you do not have a good why, a strong why, if you start when you face challenges, you give up on the way, because um, so many things, you face so many problems. And like for me, in my own case, when I started this eco bag mat company, it started like a simple idea. I went to pitch. It's, I'm not going to, I'm trying to be very fast. So I went to pitch at my department and we won the first place. Then I tried pitching, I tried bringing in team members for another challenge, and we took first place again. And I discovered the new team members I brought in, they're more interested in, oh, let's keep making money and all of that. And so at one point we had to separate because uh, it was not really aligning and everything. And there was another stage where we're not making money. So it was challenging when money is not coming in and everything is looking. So it depends on me. It depends on those around you. Do they believe that this thing is possible? Do they have a strong why to continue, regardless of the fact that they are not seeing instant benefits? So that's a major thing, every major consideration everyone must put in mind when you are starting a company, when you're starting a project, when you're trying to build an organization. You have to find a strong why. All right. So you'll be asking, okay, what is let me move to my next slide. Next slide, please. So, okay, so I don't want to rush this thing too fast, but why I took my time to just find a couple of people that have done something meaningful. This from Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, Zimbabwe. I'm talking about from Ghana, we have Kwame Nkrumah, was the first president of Ghana. If you are interested in finding out the history of how Ghana became had their independence and all of that, how they um, came out from those they were under captives. So those are the colonials, right? Please go ahead read about them. So all of them here, I'm going to be very fast. All of them here, they did amazing stuff. They are innovators. They are leaders. They are um, change makers, right? But I don't want to talk just about what they have done. I want to talk about why they did what they did because I don't believe that any one of them just do. They have a strong why. We're talking about the first president of Ghana. The history says that he left where he was, which was outside Africa, to come back to Nigeria, to come back to Ghana rather, to become a leader, to lead his people. That's a strong why. So everybody must have a strong why. These people, each one of them have a strong why, and I want to emphasize on having a strong why. It will help you the long way. Now, the next slide, please. All right, so this is Echo Bag Math. This is a few of our achievements so far in the last 1 year. And I put this here to just inspire people. But before we get to this achievement, I want to tell you some of the 7 lessons I've learned, and I call them the 7 W's. Um, the first W is why, which I stated earlier. Why am I doing what I'm doing? For me, I would say a sense of purpose. I always have this desire to be purposeful to inspire people. And I tell you that I'm not sure I'm not the only one that has this desire to live a life of significance, to live a life of purpose. Other people, I'm very sure people on this call right now have a deep down inside their heart, they want to live a life of purpose. I wonder for people that are wrestlers, they go to the ring to wrestle against the other opponent, and sometimes they get beaten so hard, their bones get broken. So many things they experience. Sometimes they get um what's it called, shut down in the hospitals, and yet after a while they heal and come back to the ring to fight again. I think for it's beyond just the money, it's beyond just the fame. It's a sense of purpose. And many great people, many great change makers, or they always have a sense of purpose. They always have a strong why. Now, the second W is who can inspire me. That was exactly what I did at Echo Bagmat. Immediately, I discovered I had an idea that could make a significant impact. Then I knew I needed knowledge, so I began to look for people, like-minded people that have walked through the same path as I have, as I am about to rather, and learn from them. I started applying for opportunities, events, going for seminars, trying to connect with people that can inspire me. And fortunately for me, I was able to get a handful of people that could inspire me. And this motivated me to believe more in what I was doing and to continue aggressively because it was creating impact. I could see people interested in the project, and I was already seeing people achieving something significant. Proximity, close proximity, close proximity to people that are already achieving success is a big advantage. So please look out for who, look out for the people that are inspiring you and learn from them. Then the next one is what. What are they doing? Ask them questions, ask them open-ended questions, make them open up to you. When you find them, don't just collect their numbers and snap pictures with them. Or don't flatter them with words alone. Flatter them with words, that's fine, but make sure you create an avenue where you can ask them real questions. They need to tell you. Oh, someone hand is up. Uh,
Yes, Ife, sorry to interrupt you. I was just wanted to ask if you'd be open to just wrapping up a little bit. We just have two more speakers to get through, so we just want to make sure there's enough time. Thank you.
Yeah, all right. So I'm wrapping up very soon. So, all right. So, your what and what am I? So the next one is what are you doing? Okay, yeah. I'm trying to. Okay, I've gotten mixed up. So, okay, what are they doing? Ask them questions. Then the next one is what can I do? You take an action. Start fast. Register with your company. Pitch yourself. Take action. The next one is who else is interested in what I'm doing? Don't build alone. This is the last one. Don't build alone. So find people that are doing what you're doing and find people that are ready to contribute in what you're doing. So far, I hope I was able to inspire you to take actions from here. Thank you.
Thank you. That was powerful. It felt like a masterclass on how to get ready to get going so you can make the world a better place. And towards the end of the call, I will mention another session that we'll have where we can go a lot more in depth and have much more deeper conversations. So I'm grateful that that's waiting for us. But for today, for the sake of time, we do need to move on. So thank you so much, Ife. Thank you so much for that share. All right. So we just want to switch things up a little bit, just get everybody who is listening in involved in this process. In the chat, you will see a link. So that's to Mentimeter. You should be able to access it from your computer or your phone, depending on how you're joining us. But we just have a few questions that we'd love to understand your perspective on as a young change maker, or if you know a young change maker or would like to just answer the question. So if you click the link, it should take you to Mentimeter. And then the first question asks, or you can actually scan the QR code visible here on the screen as well. The first question asks, what helps young people take action and stay engaged? So just one word. We'll be making a nice word cloud so we can see where we resonate and where all of our different ideas can also work together. And the second question, so when you're done with that, you can just click at the bottom right. There should be a little arrow or something to direct you to the next one. And the next question is, what is one quality that every change maker needs? I think we're all gathering here as change makers, as friends of change makers and aspiring change makers. So just based on your understanding of that world, that realm, I'd love to know from you. And I think we'll just show the results maybe towards the end of the call, just so that I can also hand over to Farah, who is connecting all the way from Lebanon, who's got quite a bit to share with us as well. So yeah, have a look at the Mentimeter link. We'd love to hear a little bit more about your perspectives. Okay, great. So next we have our next speaker. We have Farah, as I mentioned. Am I still audible? Oh, there we go. Cool.
Hello.
There you go. All right, Farah, let me hand over to you. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Farah Abu Abbas. Today, we'll be sharing some of the community awareness initiatives and activities we have participated in through Consumers Lebanon and Green Action Week. I believe that young people can create a positive impact through awareness communication and community action. Role of Consumers Lebanon community. Next, please. Consumers Lebanon works on raising awareness about important community issues related to consumers' health, food awareness, and sustainability. Through community activities and awareness initiatives, we try to encourage people to make healthier and more responsible choices. Next, I work with Consumers Lebanon and I study food inspector. I am passionate about health awareness, nutrition, sustainability, and youth engagement. I am interested in how awareness and small actions can create meaningful change in communities. Slide 4. Participation in international projects. Through my work with Consumers Lebanon, I had the opportunity to participate in the Prima project and international initiatives that brought together different partners and experiences. This experience allowed me to learn more about sustainability, food systems, community awareness, and the importance of international cooperation in addressing common challenges. Next, training and professional development. I also participated in the online communication and social media skills training, which helped me improve my communication skills and better understand the role of social media in awareness campaigns. The training strengthened my ability to create engaging content and use digital platforms to reach wider audiences. Why community awareness matters? Community awareness is important because it helps. Next. Community awareness is important because it helps people better understand issues related to health, nutrition, and sustainability. When people become more aware, they can make healthier choices and positively influence their communities. This picture, this slide shows some moments from our awareness, activities, and community engagement initiatives. This experience helped us connect directly with people and spread awareness in interactive ways. Next, school awareness sessions. One of the activities we organized was awareness sessions in schools about healthy nutrition and balanced eating habits. We discussed the importance of healthy food choices and how nutrition affects health and well-being. Student engagement next. It was inspiring to see students interacting, asking questions, and sharing their ideas during the sessions. This showed us the importance of involving young people in awareness activities. Why food, why food waste matters? Next, food waste is an important issue because it affects both communities and the environment. We spoke about responsible food consumption and how small daily habits can help reduce food waste. Next, Green Action Week. Green Action Week 2020, no, 2017 2020. This slide shows some of the projects and awareness activities we participated in during Green Action Week between 2017 to 2020. The initiatives focused on community awareness, sustainability, and encouraging positive social action. Next, Green Action Week 2021-2023. During this years, we continued participating in awareness campaigns, exhibition, and community initiatives. This experience helped strengthen community engagement and spread awareness to wider audiences. Green Action Week 2025. In Green Action Week 2025, next, we participated in exhibition and community activities focused on reducing food waste and encouraging food sharing. We also discussed sustainability and responsible food consumption, food sharing, and community support. We highlighted the importance of food sharing and supporting communities through simple actions. Food sharing can reduce waste, help others, and strengthen community connections. Okay, community organizing. This experience helped me understand how community organizing brings people together around important issues and shared goals. Real change becomes possible when communities work together. Next, this photo reflects teamwork, communication, and the positive energy of community activities. They also show how awareness initiatives can create meaningful connections between people. The role of social media. Yes, next. Social media is a powerful tool for spreading awareness and reaching young people. And digital campaigns, we can share important campaigns and community action. Young people can inspire others and create meaningful impact. Next, challenge and lessons learned. One challenge was finding creative ways to keep people engaged and encourage behavior change. But these experiences taught me the importance of teamwork, communication, patience, and listening to community needs. Future goals. Next, in the future, I hope to continue participating in awareness initiatives and community projects related to health, nutrition, sustainability, and youth engagement. I also hope to help create stronger and more aware communities through communication and position and positive action. Finally, to conclude, I believe that change starts with awareness, care, and action. Thank you very much, and I'm very happy to be part of this inspiring initiatives. Thank you.
Thank you, Farah. Thank you. That was beautiful, so powerful. I feel energized and ready to get going
Thank
and
you.
create change. Thank you so much. I think that's still a powerful reflection of what it is that you bring to communities when you're engaging them about getting involved. So it's felt, and we appreciate you. Amazing. So, this conversation has been jam packed, as you know. We may go about 5 minutes over the hour. So, we just ask that if you are still with us, please stay on. Otherwise, if you have to go at that time, we do appreciate you joining us. But before I get carried away, I'd love to welcome our final speaker, Naziha Nadeem, all the way from Pakistan. Naziha is a law student at the University of London and an environmental sustainability advocate. And she currently leads a project mobilizing university students all across Pakistan to advocate for stronger action against plastic pollution. Here to tell us a bit more, Naziha, over to you.
Hello everyone. I'll be sharing my personal work experience with you all and share my work insights that actually helped my growth. So I have been leading a project that encourages university students across Pakistan to support a ban on single-use plastics. Next slide, please. Although Pakistan introduced laws to ban plastic bags 3 years ago, enforcing them has been difficult. Government officials say implementation is challenging, partly because many large companies focus on recycling and circular economy solutions rather than reducing plastic production itself. Another challenge is changing people's daily habits as plastic is widely used in everyday life. At the global level, some petrochemical producing countries oppose legally binding agreements to reduce plastic production, which makes the progress even harder. My work has shown me how complex this issue is. While there is no clear success story yet, there has not been a failure either. What we do have is a growing group of committed young people whose dedication, creativity, and determination are helping to drive change forward. Next slide, please. These are the current laws in Pakistan. Next slide, please. As you can see, plastic pollution in Pakistan is increasing. Next slide, please. Okay, here are some quick findings of survey providing baseline statistics on the issue. We used SurveyMonkey to conduct a nationwide survey across Pakistan. The survey received a total of 1,001 responses, and it targeted both male and female, aged 18 to 65 and above. Next. Here you can see most people said they use single-use plastics every day. This shows how dependent we still are on these products. And here we can see plastic shopping bags were most commonly used item. They remain a major source of plastic waste in Pakistan. Next. In response to this question, many respondents brought home several plastic bags in just 1 week. This shows that plastic bag uses is still very common. Next. Most plastic bags came from grocery and convenience stores. These locations should be a key focus for enforcement, and we have been working on that. Over half of the respondents used 1 to 5 plastic bottles in just 1 week. This highlights the continued reliance on single use plastic bottles. Next. Many participants purchased plastic bags or bottles recently. This indicates a continued demand for single use plastics. Next. A large number of people receive plastic bags for free from shops. This suggests that regulations are not being fully followed. The main challenge was the lack of convenient alternatives. People are more likely to switch when alternatives are easily available because, as we know, cloth bags are comparatively much more expensive than plastic bags. Most respondents dispose of plastic through general waste. This highlights the need for better recycling practices. And to this question, many people were unaware that single use plastics are restricted by law. This shows that the importance of public awareness campaigns are really important, and we have been working on that as well. Next slide, please. Okay, that's all, but I like to include that as a part of our work, we also organized a seminar at Nurse University to raise awareness about the harmful effects of plastic and promote sustainable alternatives. And it was mainly among the youth. The event was attended by Ms. Rumina Khurshid, who was the coordinator to the Prime Minister on climate change and environment. We also partnered with EPA Punjab to install smart waste segregation bins at a girls' school in Rawalpindi, which helped students develop environmentally responsible habits. Through these initiatives, we work to raise awareness, encourage sustainable practices, and support efforts to reduce plastic pollution in Pakistan. And we are currently also working on that issue right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Nazia. Wow, plastic is a really complex issue, and I know we've spoken about this before once, and you're just tackling it in such a beautiful and graceful way that I think will really leave an imprint on how we can start looking at plastic as a global community. So thank you for that. I appreciate that share. Amazing. All right. So just before we close off, we'd love to just share some of the results from the Mentimeter that everybody participated in. We asked you what helps young people take action and stay engaged. And the bigger words tend to show that there's multiple answers for that same word. So I don't know if I explained that very well, but we have had multiple entries for purpose and valued, and that's what helps young people stay engaged, is feeling a sense of purpose and valued. We're seeing supports, passion, belonging, connection, social justice sense, desire, drive, empathy. And I think these are all the makings. That's absolutely it. And it's quite interesting that this is all from the heart space, which is what leads us to action. So wonderful to know we share that. And the result from the second question is, what is one quality that every change maker needs? Oh, big ones. Resilience. This is not an easy journey, and we have to get up every day and believe in it, even if it's challenging, it feels bigger than us, but here we are, absolutely. Determination, boldness, courage, negotiator. Negotiator is quite an interesting one. It's a skill I'm still mastering. So whoever added that, please let me know how I can acquire that one. Amazing. Thank you so much. So yeah, before we wrap up, just want to give a very special thank you to our speakers. Would also love to invite you to a more in-depth session where it's not so much about joining a webinar where you're hearing about these incredible stories, but that we would also love to engage each other, continue to build our community, get to know each other. I hope that you've been saving the websites and LinkedIn posts, everything that's been in the chat so that you can engage our speakers further. But yes, we would love for you to join our community, a more in-depth fun session happening next week. So if you would like to join, the QR code is here on the screen, but we will also share an invitation as well. And we also have a youth WhatsApp group that has been also a beautiful, exciting, growing community. We are from all over the world, and we'd love for you to also join that too. So yeah, that's the link. All right. And that brings us to a close. What an interesting session. As we come to the end of today's session, I just want to extend a heartfelt thank you again to all of our speakers for sharing your stories, your experiences, and your wisdom. A special thank you to our tech master, Hannah, who has been beautifully orchestrating this wonderful harmony of a call in the background. Thank you so much, Hannah. And of course, a special thank you to everyone who has joined us from around the world. Today's conversation reminds us that change making doesn't always begin with grand plans or large movements. It often begins with noticing, with caring, taking the step, one step, and finding others who are willing to walk alongside us. We hope that today's session has left everybody feeling inspired, connected, or reminded that you're not alone in this work. So as I mentioned, our next session is next week, and we hope that you can join us and enjoy with us as we continue building connections and exploring opportunities for collaboration. And yeah, thank you again for being here. Take care, stay connected, and keep creating the future that we want to see, because we're doing it. And that's a big thank you from me, everybody. Thank you so much. We hope to see you next week or in our WhatsApp group. Thank you.